Infrastructure and construction. November 3, 2020. Mvrdv completes Paris lingerie store for Etam. Brussels subway station Toots Thielemans construction starts. Wilmington Waterfront Park breaks ground in Los Angeles port. Anandaloy project in Bangladesh scoops Obel award. Mvrdv has completed a new flagship store in Paris for French lingerie brand Etam, renovating a 19th-century Haussmann building by removing internal barriers and adding a glass floor to allow light to fill the interior. In the design, respect for the historic building and commitment to preservation is combined with an unexpected and unique shopping experience. Like the lingerie on display, the store is revealing and intimate at the same time. The project occupies a corner site on Boulevard Haussmann directly across from the Galeries Lafayette department store, in one of the prime shopping locations in Paris near the Opera Garnier. Mvrdv's design takes advantage of the building's wedge-shaped floor plan by stripping back the exterior as much as possible, highlighting the building's clean classical appearance, allowing plenty of light to enter the Etam store from both sides, and creating large windows for display. This stripped-down approach continues to the interior, where the design reveals the original stone structure in an elegantly simple way, removing a part of the entresol floor above and most of the interior walls. The most striking alteration is a glass floor at ground level, which allows light to penetrate to the basement level and makes a visit to Etam's store a captivating experience as visitors see products and people on the level above or below. This floor is treated with a special film that makes it transparent when viewed at an angle, but clouded when viewed from directly above or below, providing privacy and preventing vertigo for those standing on the glass floor. This creates a direct reference to the lingerie on display, at once revealing and yet respectfully modest. The basement is accessed by a grand central staircase. These stairs, as well as the flooring of the basement level and the back of the ground level, are finished with a light-colored wood laid on its end, inspired by the pavé en bois de bois cobbled streets that were widely used in Paris in the 19th century. The pattern created by this flooring was also developed into the non-slip pattern applied to the glass floor, unifying the two flooring types into a single whole. The preservation and modernization of existing buildings serves as a key sustainability strategy for Mvrdv. Renovating buildings avoids the embodied carbon incurred in building a new structure. The approach is also culturally sustainable. Preserving heritage ensures cultural continuity, while being open to carefully considered yet bold modifications allows a building to evolve with the times. One element stands out as a prime example of the project's simultaneous commitment to preservation and renewal. During the demolition of the building's interiors, a section of an original wall within the building was uncovered. Although there was no question that this historical element deserved preservation, it also presented a significant obstacle within Mvrdv's open floor plan concept. Taking inspiration from the work of artist Gordon Matterclark, the design team worked with stone experts to transform the wall section into a 5-ton pivoting doorway, preserving the openness of the store's floor plan, but always with the option for the historical wall to be simply rotated back into place. The peninsular urban setting of the store has already been taken advantage of for an event during Paris Fashion Week, in which the store became a stage set and the surrounding sidewalk a runway for the fashion show. For such events, the Haussmannian facade provides a classical backdrop, but it also offers a contemporary feeling with its sober and almost invisible additions.
Jan de Nul, the Six and Franki start the construction of the Brussels subway station Toots Thielemans on behalf of the Brussels Public Transport Company STIB. In the presence of Brussels Minister of Mobility and Public Works Elke van den Brandt and the CEO of the STIB, the construction of the Brussels Toots Thielemans subway station officially kicked off in Brussels. For the next 8 years, client STIB, and contractor TM Toots, will carry out the works for the first phase of the new Brussels Metro Line 3 between the Brussels North Station and the Albert Station in Vorst. The Toots Thielemans subway station, the Lingerie tram station and the two tunnel elements are all located between the Brussels Midi station and the Annesens district, in the heart of the Belgian capital. The works include the civil engineering and construction works on the subway station, the Lingerie tram station upgrade and the two tunnel elements of Metro Line 3. The works on the tunnels and the Toots Thielemans subway station started in September 2020 in order to put the new metro into service by 2025. The works on the Lingerie tram station will follow between 2025 and 2028. The Toots Thielemans subway station, formerly known as Constitution, is located under the Avenue de Stalingrad, between the stations Brussels Midi and Annesens. With a length of 233 meters, the station will consist of two platforms on level 2 and 3 mezzanines for the counters and entrances to the platforms. These will be accessible via the Boulevard du Midi and the Palais du Midi Brussels, and will also connect to the Lingerie tram station via a new pedestrian tunnel. The new Lingerie station will remain at its current location. The 246-meter-long stop will have one central platform at level 2, two mezzanines, one extending over the entire length of the station, will run above the tracks and connect to the current entrance of the station via a footbridge. Thanks to the modification works, the entire station will be accessible to people with reduced mobility. The first tunnel section is 300 meter long and will connect the Toots Thielemans station to the existing tunnel towards Brussels Midi. The second tunnel, with a length of 210 meter, will be largely built under the existing Palais du Midi building, and will provide a link between the subway station and the existing tunnel section towards Annesens.
Port of Los Angeles began construction on the project, which will provide unprecedented public access to Wilmington's historic waterfront. Port of Los Angeles officials, City Councilman Joe Buscano and Wilmington community leaders put shovels in the ground today to mark the start of construction on $70.8 million Wilmington Waterfront Promenade. Designed by Sasaki, the Wilmington Waterfront Promenade project involves both the realignment of Water Street parallel to the existing railroad tracks, and street improvements like new utilities, grading, paving, striping, lighting and landscaping. The project will feature a promenade, public pier and dock, public restroom with green roof, playground and parking lots. The 9-acre promenade development will also include construction of a community park adjacent to Banning's Landing Community Center, along with other improvements such as irrigation, signage and furnishings such as public seating, bike racks and drinking fountains. Construction on the Wilmington Waterfront Promenade is expected to be completed by 2023. The construction contract was awarded to Sully Miller Contracting Company of Brea, California.
Anandaloy, a community therapy center and textile workshop in rural Bangladesh, and its creator, German architect Anna Heringer, have been presented with the second-ever Obel Award. The Danish architecture honor, whose inaugural winner, Junya Ishigami's Art Bio Topwater Garden, was announced about a year ago, is given annually to a building or architectural project that showcases excellence in architectural achievement. Designed by Anna Heringer, Anandaloy is located in Rue Draper, a village in the country's Dinajpur district. Anandaloy, which means place of deep joy, contains a therapy center for people with disabilities on the ground floor and a fair trade textile manufacturing workshop for local women on the first floor. Below a big ramp that connects the two levels, protective cave-like spaces provide settings for recreation or solitude. Made out of rammed earth and bamboo, the structure explores age-old local building techniques in soft curves and textures that connect with its place and the region's vernacular. Respecting local heritage and crafts, the project was made using only local materials, construction methods and workforce.